Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hey, so this is the character that we've been working on. In the last video, we did the hands. We modeled the hands, not a big deal. In this video, we are going to model the shoes. The shoes look very stylish, but very simple to do. So let's go ahead and get started. Hey guys, so this is the scene that we've been working on. And of course, this is the body. Let's take a look at the reference image for the shoes. I'm gonna crank up the opacity here so we can look at the shoes. They're very simple shoes. They've got this little thing here. I'm gonna try to get that done, and then plus the shoelaces are in a zigzag. We may do them straight. I think I like them better straight. We'll see. And so let's get that back to where it was and start off with a cube. Here it is. Here's a cube. I am going to size it, obviously. And I'm going to place it right about where the shoe is. Right here. I'm going to push it up. Although I'm going to leave it here in the center, just in case I need to do any type of symmetry. Hit period. And let's go ahead and get started. I am going to tab into edit mode. Select 3 for the face mode. Select this face. And then extrude it out. Hit E. Extrude it out about half the size of this, and then extrude it out one more time, E. So that's kind of our shoe right there. In fact, before we go any further, let's go ahead and add a subdivision surface modifier. And see, that's the shoe. It's rounded and it's looking okay so far. Not much, but it's looking okay. And I'm going to hit the tab key, and I'm going to select this one now and extrude up. So E to extrude up once and twice. Extrude one more time right to there, and then I'm going to hide this body so that we can work. There we go. While I'm in edit mode, I am going to create another box. I'm going to go ahead and hit Shift A and click on cube. Here it is. It's already subdivided because it's inside this object. So scale, and then move it towards this shoe. This is going to become the sole of the shoe. So here's what I'd like to do. I am going to more or less keep it the same size, and then extrude it out this way, E, and extrude it out one more time, E, right to there. This will become again the sole. I'm going to go to vertex mode, Option Z. I need to be in X-ray mode, and then I'm going to size it here. I'm also going to bring it up to about there, and then it's too round. I need to square it off a little, so I'm going to add a couple of subdivisions. I'm going to do the loop cut, Command R, and then move it up, and then do it again, Command R, left click, and then push it down like this. So that did that, and it's looking good. And then I'm going to maybe push this one out a little bit. I'm going to build that little hump that it has here. And so here, I'm going to do Command R, and I am going to do about 4 with the scroll wheel, and then left click and then right click. I'm going to push these out. I'm just going to move them back. I want a little bit of a gap right there. Right about there. And then I'm going to push these to about, you'll see what these are for. When I grab these top ones and then I push them out, you'll see that they create this little hump, this little thing with the sole. If you remember the reference image, they got a little hump right here. I don't know what it is, but we've got it. I might move everything towards the front. I think that little hump is towards the front of the shoe. I am going to go ahead and subdivide it in the center. So I've got the shoe up here. I'm going to do Shift R and then left click, right click. Also down here in the sole, I'm going to do Command R, left click, and then right click. And then we've got a subdivision going across the center. Top view, I'm going to grab this center and then push it forward just to round off the shoe, just like that. Also, I want to do these two and then push them down, and then this one push it down a little bit, just to about like that, and then so that we can get this kind of a shape here, just like that. Now what we're going to do with this sole is hit L to select it and then P to separate by selection. It becomes its own object. Notice that the origin point is still here. Let's go ahead and fix that. Click Object, Set Origin, Origin to Geometry, and then we can move it up. And there's the sole of the shoe. Option Z to see what we're looking at right here. We forgot to sharpen the bottom of this shoe, so let's go ahead and get that done. We've got the shoe. I'm going to hit Tab, and I am going to add another subdivision here. Command R, left click and then right click. So we're going to bring these down. Let's turn on Option Z, and let's push these to about here. Let's push these to about here, and then let's push all of these down a little bit just to flatten out the bottom. And if we go out, you'll see that this fits a little bit better, right about there. Now you can see that it's protruding just a little bit, so we're going to need to scale it up just a little bit so that we can have a little separation right about there. Option Z, and then we've got the shoe. It's there. It's looking very good. So I might just move this one up a little bit. Looking very good. Now let's work on the tongue of the shoe and then the top. For that, I am going to apply the subdivision surface modifier, because we're going to need, hit Tab, go to edit mode, and we're going to need these faces here. Let's go to face mode. I am going to select these faces plus this one all the way around, and then I'm going to delete them. Delete. We've got the top of it. And so what I'd like to do here is go ahead and extrude it in. Let's go to edge mode and then go Option click that whole thing, and then extrude it, and then right click to undo the move. Boom. And then S to scale inward. That's all I want to do, is show the thickness of the shoe. I don't want to go too deep because I'm going to do some work here. 3 for face mode. I'm going to select these, and you can go as far down as you want. I think I'm going to go to this right here, and I am going to extrude these. So I'm going to do Option E and extrude along normals. All we do here is move the mouse up or down, and I think I want to go down a little bit, like to there, and then size SX, just a little bit inward, like this, right there, just a little bit. So that's the tongue of the shoe, and I am going to separate this. We're going to separate this by hitting P and separate by selection. Boom, it's a new object. Cool. And in fact, I think we're going to hide that just like that. It's empty. Notice that we left a couple of little faces. Go to face mode, select this, and then delete those. Good. And now we're going to extrude this down. Go back to number 2, edge mode, option select for the whole thing, and then extrude down. E and then Z. Because if you don't, it's not constrained. So Z, constrain it down. And there it is. There's the extrusion, and there's our model. Let's go ahead and go back to object mode, add a new subdivision surface. There it is, and it's looking good. And now let's unhide the one we did, this one. Let's go ahead and delete this. I'm going to delete these two. Tab to go into edit mode. 3 for face mode. These two, and then delete. We've got this, and then we're going to select all. L, option E, and extrude faces along normals, and then we're gonna just make it thick enough for us to extrude these two out. So there's the tongue of it, and we're going to grab these two faces, this one and this one, and extrude them up. So E, and then scale in the X, and then E again, and then E again, and then S, X, scale in the X. We might want to move them this way. For now, let's leave it because we're going to do some adjustments here. If I go back to object mode and I apply a subdivision surface modifier, boom, there it is. You'll see that we need to maybe scale it up because I can see a gap. And notice also that the origin point is way out here. So first, let's go ahead and set the origin to geometry. There it is. And then we're going to scale this. Scale, S, scale. And then let's move this forward and up. And it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. That landed perfectly. Just a little bit. There it is. There it is. And the last part now is to add the shoelaces. So let's go ahead and get that done. Let's start off with a box, a cube. Let's go ahead and bring it forward, size it. I'm going to put it up here. I'm going to size it even further. Scale. Scale X, kind of like this. Hey, I'm going to add, let's go to tab into edit mode. Command R, left click and then right click. And let's go ahead and delete all these faces. Delete faces. That way we could do a mirror modifier. Go ahead and add a mirror modifier. There it is. And now we can adjust this easy. So let's go ahead and get that done. Go tab into edit mode. And this should be a little bit thinner like this. And I'm just going to extrude this. Let's go to the top view. I need to go to about right here. So E to extrude once, maybe twice, 3 times. Then I'm going to start to turn it downward. So I'm going to R right about there and then extrude again, just a little one. Move it and right about there, and then another one, extrude. Right about there. Yeah, maybe one more. E. And let's go ahead and hit 1 for vertex mode. And I'm going to maybe round it off a little bit by pushing these up, just by rounding it up a little bit. I'm just putting these where I think they're going to look good. No, it doesn't look like much, but that's the shoelace. I'm going to get out of edit mode, tab, and then I'm going to add another modifier, a subdivision surface modifier. Boom. And that's our shoelace right there. And so from the top, I think I want to make it a little thicker this way. Just like that. And then let's place it. Let's place it right in here and then rotate it. I'm going to rotate it to about there. And then let's look at it. Option Z. Let's look at it. It actually looks okay. I might push it out just a little bit. All right, let's continue. I am going to copy it, do Shift D to duplicate. I'm going to put one here. Do another Shift D to duplicate, and I'm going to put one here. Maybe a little rotate. Shift D to duplicate that, put one up here, and then rotate it. And there it is. There's our shoelaces. I could go in there and make the little eyelet for the sneakers, but not a big deal. I also want to do a little bit on this tongue. I'm going to hit tab. I'm going to select these top ones and then push them out just a little bit and rotate them. And then push them out and then rotate them even a little further just to give them a little bend, just like that. I might push these out as well. Let me hit symmetry, push these out, and then push all of these out just like this. These kind of look exaggerated, so that's what I'm going for. Just a little bit of an exaggeration. Awesome. Tab out, Option Z, and then we've added a subdivision surface modifier to this after we've applied it. So we need to do the same to this. We need to apply the subdivision surface modifier, boom, and then add one again, boom, so that it matches the top. And that's it, guys. All I'm going to do now is I am going to shade smooth everything. Click on that, shade smooth, shade smooth, shade smooth here and here and here and here and even here. Before we combined everything, I need to actually go ahead and apply the mirror modifier to these. And then we can combine everything. Here we go. Select everything, Command J, boom, done. And so we've got our shoe, that's it. And let's go ahead and bring back the body. And our shoe, we can, in fact, we can move the origin point to where we want it. And I think I want it on the bottom here. Turn this off. Size it to about the size of the pant leg. And I might have to adjust the tongue here. Let's go ahead and get that done. Tab into it. And then let's go ahead and push this out of the way. Just push it into place. Right about there. Let's go ahead and scale it just a little bit. It's a little bit big. We just want to see a little bit of the leg in there. And that's it. I am going to just place a cylinder in there for the leg. Not a big deal, guys. All I'm going to do now is add a mirror modifier. Go ahead and select this, and there it is. There's our shoes. There's our character. Let's go ahead and just add, so we don't leave it as is. Let's add a cylinder in there. In fact, we could add, guess what? A cube right in there. We'll put it right in there, scale it, add a subdivision surface modifier. Go ahead and shade it smooth, stick it in there. Let me go ahead and push these down, and then push these down. I think I made it a little too tall, and then push these down. And then we're going to rotate these R, and then move them right into place, except for make them smaller, S. We're going to make them smaller because I don't want them to protrude from the pants. And I'm going to make these a little bit smaller too. And he's got one leg. So let's go ahead and mirror it over. Let's add a mirror modifier. Boom. And then that's it. So there it is, guys. He's got shoes. They're looking pretty stylish. In the next video, we're going to add the materials to this character. We're going to add some color. We're going to keep it to simple colors. We'll be done modeling the character. Hey guys, if you liked the video, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. Thank you, guys.